Designing a low-pass normalized filter can be done either by using certain set of equations or by referring to the table like given here. For example, if I want to write down transfer function for fourth order normalized low-pass filter, refer to the fourth row and we can write down h of s equal to 1 over s raised to 4 plus 2.613 s cube plus 3.414 s square plus 2.613 s plus 1. So this is a transfer function for a normalized filter. But we also need to design low pass filter for frequency other than 1 radian per second. And similarly, we also need to design high pass, band pass and band stop filter. So how to do it? To understand this, we first need to understand the concept of frequency transformation. In frequency transformation, we are assuming a prototype filter. This prototype filter is again a low pass filter with cutoff frequency 1 radian per second, and then we are going to transform it, we are going to convert it into the desired filter, which may be anything like low pass filter with the desired frequency, or a high pass filter, or a band pass or band stop filter. Let us understand how to do it. So applying the frequency transformation is very easy. It needs knowledge of certain equations only. For example, if I want to design a low pass filter with frequency other than 1 radian per second, then I need to replace the variable s in transfer function of normalized low pass filter with the quantity written on the right hand side of the first relation, that is omega c into s divided by omega c star. Here omega c is the cutoff frequency of prototype filter, which is assumed to be 1 radian per second. It means the complex variable s in transfer function of low pass prototype filter is to be replaced by s divided by omega c star. Omega c star is the desired frequency of the new filter. Similarly, we have another relation for high pass filter. For designing the high pass filter from the prototype low pass filter, we need to replace the complex variable s in the transfer function of prototype low pass filter with the quantity omega c into omega c star divided by s. Again, omega c is 1 radian per second and omega c star is the cutoff frequency of desired high pass filter. So similarly, we have other two relations, for one for band pass filter and another for band stop filter. Omega 2 and omega 1 are the upper and lower frequencies of the band pass and band stop filter. Let us take two transfer function. As you can see here, h1 of s equal to 4 divided by s plus 4 and h2 of s equal to 4 divided by s by 2 plus 4. So here, as you can see, I have scaled the pole in h1 of s by factor of 2 to write my second transfer function h2 of s. h2 of s, if simplified, I will get 8 divided by s plus 8, as you can see here. Now comparing these two transfer functions with the standard form of first order transfer function omega c divided by s plus omega c, we can conclude several things here. Okay, we know we need to replace s by j omega to find out the gain magnitude. So doing it to find out the magnitude at zero frequency for the first transfer function, we get h1 of s equal to 4 divided by 0 plus 4 equal to 1. And similarly, magnitude h2 of s at zero frequency equal to 8 divided by 0 plus 8 equal to 1. Means at zero frequency, the gain magnitude for both of the transfer function is unity. It depicts us that the magnitude plot for both of the transfer function should start from magnitude of 1. Now, the cutoff frequency for the first transfer function is 4 and it is 8 for the second transfer function. Just compare it with the standard form of transfer function. right? So the magnitude at frequency 4 for the first transfer function is 0.707, and similarly magnitude at frequency 8 for the second transfer function should also be 0.707. So it means magnitude 0.707 is achieved at frequency 4 for the first transfer function, and it is achieved at frequency 8 for second transfer function. Now both of these point means conclusion number 1 and conclusion number 2 indicates us that the characteristics are not parallel, but by general observation of two of the transfer function, we can say that there exists some similarity between both of the transfer function. It means their magnitude plot should also have some similarity in between. So we need to find out what kind of similarity is it. So for the same, I am going to draw the magnitude response plot for both of the transfer function. So in the figure 1, we have both characteristics. The blue line is for transfer function 1 and the red line is for transfer function 2. To better understand it, we have magnified it and put it in the figure 2. So as you can see, up to the cutoff frequency, both characteristics are not going parallel, but then up to a certain frequency, they goes parallel, almost parallel, and then again they meet at magnitude somewhere nearer to the zero. So in other meaning, can we say that the characteristics 2 is the stretch version of the characteristics 1? Yes, of course. Retesting it with a scale factor of 10 and 45 also confirms our concept, means the characteristics is getting more and more wider when scale factor is increased. Now let us test it for the 8 order Butterworth filter, and as we know, the response of the characteristics remain maximally flat near zero frequency. One of the reason why we are going to do this exercise, even it is expected to give us the same result, is we need to check the concept for higher order transfer function. So let us take the Butterworth filter of 8th order, and it can be easily written, means h of s can be easily written for the 8th order normalized Butterworth filter by referring to the table of coefficient, and it is as shown over here. So the frequency response for this transfer function as well as frequency response for the scale transfer function with scaling factor of 2 is given here. The blue line shows the response for the original 8th order filter, and the red line is for scaled filter. So as you can see, the frequency at which the filter starts rolling off quickly is shifted from 1 to 2. So now it is confirmed that if we scale the complex frequency variable like we discussed, then we will be able to design a transfer function that will satisfy the demand of new filter or desired filter. So in our exercise, we replace the complex variable s in prototype filter with s divided by scaling factor. So now we actually need to understand what is this scaling factor compared to the transformation relation s tends to omega c into s by omega c star. We know omega c is the cutoff frequency of the normalized prototype low pass filter, which is 1 radian per second. So we can say that scaling factor is nothing but omega c star, which is actually the cutoff frequency of the new or desired filter. So if the cutoff frequency of the new filter is 2 radian per second, Then scaling factor and omega c star both are 2. Oh, so we have put lots of efforts to derive the relation for low pass to low pass transformation. The method at least proven us that we can play with complex variable s in low pass normalized filter to get desired filter. Like we have divided the complex variable s in transfer function of normalized low pass prototype filter by a scaling factor. So all we need to do is to replace S with suitable quantity listed here. Of course, we still need to prove the transformation relations for other filters, means the high pass filter, band pass filter and band stop filter. But we also have an easy way for frequency transformation. The way I am talking about uses the reactance functions given by Foster. The method is simple and systematic. Just find and pick suitable reactance function and solve for unknown in reactance function with known points. It will give you desired frequency transformation equation. We are going to prove frequency transformation for all four types of filter using this approach. Foster gave 8 types of functions which are called reactance functions, and those reactance functions are physically realizable using L and C components. So if you pick up any characteristics from those 8 numbers of characteristics, then you can build it using L and C component. In those days, op-amps, operational amplifier, were not available. So filters were made of L and C components only, and they were termed as lossless filters because resistance present is negligible, and that's why the impedance involves the reactance only. Resistance is zero, so there is only reactance in the impedance term. So Foster gave the name reactance function and they are readily available for us. Okay, out of total 8 characteristics given by the Foster, we have one of the characteristics here which shows the variation of the reactance X versus the frequency omega. This omega is actually 2 pi into f, but we don't use it in designing h of s, the filter transfer function. Rather, we prefer to use this omega which is in radian per second. So let us replace this omega by omega. I can do it, right? And similarly, I don't need the reactance x here. I need the relation between the frequency of the desired filter and the frequency of the normalized prototype filter. So let us replace this x by radian per second frequency. Now if I use the same symbol, then it may create trouble for me. So let us denote the frequency of the desired filter as omega star and the frequency of the prototype filter to be simple omega. So Foster gave us totally 8 numbers of realizable characteristics, and for our required transformation we need to choose the suitable characteristics. So line in saffron color here in the figure shows you the required transformation for low pass to low pass transformation. Means when we need to transform normalized prototype low pass filter to the low pass filter of required cutoff frequency. Okay, let me explain you how I choose the characteristics in the saffron color as a desired transformation characteristics. Let us assume the cutoff frequency of desired filter to be 2 radian per second. So it is actually asking us to expand the magnitude characteristics of normalized reference filter up to 2 radian per second from the 1 radian per second. To better understand, we need to assume several points on the magnitude characteristics of reference prototype filter. And as you can see in the table, I have taken several points like 0.8 radian per second, 1 radian per second, 1.1 radian per second, 1.2 radian per second, and 1.3 radian per second. The magnitude at these points are replicated from the magnitude characteristics of the reference prototype filter, and as you can see in the table, it is 1 for 0.8 radian per second, 0.707 for 1 radian per second, zero point 0.7 for 1.1 radian per second, zero point 0.6 for 1.2 radian per second, and 0.45 for 1.3 radian per second for the normalized reference low pass filter. Now this is to be mapped for the desired filter. So as 1 radian per second in the normalized filter is to be mapped to 2 radian per second of the desired filter. That's why keeping the ratio intact, 0.8 radian per second is to be mapped at 1.6 radian per second. 1.1 radian per second of the normalized filter is to be mapped at 2.2 radian per second. 1.2 is to be mapped at 2.4 radian per second, and 1.3 is to be mapped at 2.6 radian per second. So at the map frequencies, I must get the similar gain as that of the points in the normalized filter. So as the gain at 0.8 radian per second in normalized filter is 1, I must get gain of 1 at 1.6 radian in desired filter. As the gain is 0.707 at 1 radian per second in the normalized filter, that's why I must get gain of 0.707 at 2 radian per second. And similarly, I must get gain of zero point 0.7, zero point 0.6 and 0.45 respectively at 2.2, 2.4 and 2.6 radian per second in the desired frequency characteristics. Similarly, the 0 radian per second in the normalized prototype filter is to be mapped at 0 radian per second of the desired filter. It means the characteristics must be passing from the origin, and it is a linear characteristics. Fortunately, this type of characteristics is available as a realizable characteristics in the set of Foster reactance functions. Now let us briefly discuss the condition necessary for the characteristics to be realizable. In the Foster's publication, he mentions something like dx by d omega must be greater than 0 at each point of the characteristics. Then and then it is realizable. Now we have replaced this x with the frequency variable of prototype normalized filter, and we have replaced omega with omega star. So I can write down the same condition as d omega by d omega star must be greater than 0, must be always positive at each point of the characteristics for characteristics to be realizable. So let us check it. So I am taking a point here, say omega is zero point 0.1 at this point, and omega star at the same point is 0.3. So omega is becoming 0.1 from 0 when omega star is 0.3. So if I find out d omega by d omega star, it is 0.1 minus 0, that is 0.1, divided by 0.3 minus 0, that is 0.3. So d omega by d omega star is equal to 1 by 3, which is a positive number. So condition is fulfilled at this point. In fact, it is fulfilled for the characteristics in the first quadrant. Now similarly, let us take a point at the negative side, means in the third quadrant. Say here the value of omega is minus zero point 0.1 and value of omega star is minus zero point 0.3. So omega is becoming 0 from value minus zero point 0.1. It is becoming 0 from value minus 0.1. So rate of change of omega can be given as 0 minus minus 0.1. So it is 0 plus 0.1 divide by frequency 0 minus minus zero point 0.3. So it is positive 0.3. So again we get a positive number for d omega by d omega star. So d omega by d omega star is greater than 0 in the first quadrant of the characteristics and also in the third quadrant of the characteristics. So as condition is fulfilled, so we can say that this characteristics is realizable. Okay, we know the equation of these characteristics, right? So it is omega equal to omega star into h. So if I pick up any value on omega star and if I multiply by h, I will get the frequency on the of the prototype filter on the y-axis, right? So let me take several points here, like somewhere over here I have cutoff frequency when gain becomes 0.707. So let me write it as omega c. Similarly at the negative side I have minus omega c. If I try to map this frequency, then it is omega c star for the desired filter, and similarly it is minus omega c star for the desired filter in the negative frequency axis. Now these points are known points for the characteristics, and that's why I can use it to solve for the h. So writing omega c equal to omega c star into h give me the value h equal to omega c divided by omega c star. Similarly, minus omega c equal to, this is minus omega c star, right? Which is mapped when frequency of the prototype filter is minus omega c. So minus omega c equal to minus omega c star into h also gives me h equal to omega c divided by omega c star. So putting this value of h in the equation of transformation characteristics, that is omega equal to omega in star into h, I get the equation omega equal to omega star, any frequency omega star, into omega c, that is cutoff frequency of the reference prototype filter, divided by omega c star. Now we know that cutoff frequency of the prototype filter, this omega c, is equal to 1 radian per second. So in general, omega equal to omega star divided by omega c star. Any frequency omega star divided by omega c star. So the relation we discussed, that is omega equal to omega star into omega c divided by omega c star, gives us the variation or mapping between the omega of the normalized prototype filter, it can be any frequency omega, and the omega star of the desired filter. So it maps between two of these frequencies. We also know that omega c equal to 1 radian per second, and it is the cutoff frequency of normalized prototype filter. Omega c star is the cutoff frequency of desired filter. Now we need relation in terms of s, complex variable s. So the complex variable s in the transfer function of normalized prototype filter is in pink color here, and similarly the complex variable s in the desired filter transfer function is in blue color here. So replacing omega by s by j, because s equal to j by s equal to j into omega, so omega is equal to s by j, and similarly replacing omega star by blue color s by j, because s equal to j into omega star, right? We have pink colored s equal to the blue color s into omega c by omega c star. So the complex variable s in the transfer function of normalized prototype filter, when replaced by s divided by omega c star, we get a transfer function of the new filter or the desired filter. So we have derived the relation for transformation of low pass to low pass filter using two techniques, and we also understood the concept of frequency mapping using the Foster reactance function. Now we are going to prove the relation of other filters using the Foster reactance function. Please check out my next video on the same topic.